Major. I am the son of Mother Nature. Ako sa namtlakase
from the sun you've been given. Ain't so dangerous. How you played enough? Don't be straight enough. Don't be waking up. Fine girl, she want me. Give her my love, only till my love. She want me. She do me that, she do me. Fine girl, she want me. Give her my love, only till my love. She want me. She do me that, she do me. Delilah, why you wanna break me so? 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 Take chance. Oh, why make plans on me? Come fly, come land on me. Go do, go dance. Take time, take chance. Oh, why make plans on me? Come fly, come land on me. Go do, go dance. Take time, take chance. Oh, why make plans on me? Come fly, come land on me. Go do, go dance. Take time, take chance. Oh, why make plans on me? Come fly, come land on me. Delilah.
And once again, it's another beautiful Thursday morning right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, the 6th of August 2026. And of course, each and every Wednesday is dedicated into spiritual alignment. So we're aligning ourselves spiritually as we are gearing up for the weekend ahead of us. A very good morning. I hope that you are doing good, and of course looking forward for this beautiful Thursday morning as we will be unpacking so much. And of course, we also want to hear from you as we unpack those discussions by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show on YouTube, because that is where we are live right now. We're also live on Underground Radio, which you can get on both on iOS and Android. You can simply download the app just to enhance the experience of listening to the Vooka Breakfast Show. And of course, it is the Vooka Breakfast Show across all social media platforms. Our WhatsApp line is open for calls and for voice note. Dial the number 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. My name is Moeketsi, my man. I'm happy and excited to be with you on this beautiful Thursday morning. You know, we always kickstart our day with improving our bucket list in some of the places that we need to travel together with our friends and family. So this morning you're asking yourself, what are we highlighting? And behind me you're seeing pictures and you're asking yourself, what are we looking into? This morning we are looking into the Pilgrim's Rest, which is nestled in Mpumalanga's Panorama Route. It's a living museum of South Africa's gold rush era. Declared a national monument, the town preserves its 19th century charm with Victorian-style buildings, antique shops, and heritage tours. Visitors can explore the Royal Hotel and old mining houses and museums showcasing the lives of prospectors. Gold planning experiences bring history to life, while annual festivals celebrate local culture. Surrounded by scenic mountains and rivers, Pilgrim's Rest offers both nostalgia and adventure. It remains a captivating destination where history, culture, and natural beauty converge, making it a must-see stop in Mpumalanga. So, as it is mentioned, it's a must-see stop. I hope that you add it on your bucket list and you get going, and then come back and let us know about your experience of going into the Pilgrim's Rest. So that's what we have for you on this beautiful morning for your picture of the day. What we're going to do right now is to take a short break and then come back with your latest news and sports headlines.
Now, get up, yeah. I'm okay, just the way I am. You know, I'm okay, just the way I am. You know.
And once again, a very good morning. These are some of your top stories making headlines this morning. Starting off with your first headline, Lamola calls for continental approach to migration crisis. International Relations Minister Ronald Lamola says migration challenges should not be viewed as South African problem alone. Speaking ahead of the upcoming regional and African Union engagements, Lamola argued that migration is driven by broader continental issues including economic hardships, unemployment, climate change, governance, and security concerns. He rejected attempts to focus solely on xenophobia allegations in South Africa, saying meaningful solutions require collective action by African states and a renewed focus on addressing the root causes of migration across the continent. The next headline, a court freezes 6.2 million rands in MultiChoice Piracy investigation. The National Prosecuting Authority Asset Forfeiture Unit has secured a preservation order freezing more than 6.2 million rands allegedly linked to an illegal live streaming operation distributing copyrighted MultiChoice content. The order was granted by Eastern Cape High Court in Gqeberha. Investigators allege the operation generated income by providing subscribers with unauthorized access codes to premium content. Authorities identified more than 104,000 transactions linked to the scheme. The suspect has not been arrested or charged while investigation into possible cybercrime and copyright violation continue. Your last news headline, ENCA restructuring places 171 jobs at risk. News broadcaster ENCA has begun a Section 189 consultation process that could affect 171 employees as it restructures into a smaller digital-first newsroom. The company says changing audience habits and declining traditional television audiences have made its current newsroom model unsustainable. Management plans to consolidate operations into a single integrated newsroom serving television, online and digital platforms. While no final retrenchment decisions have been made, a consultation will cover alternatives, selection criteria, and severance terms, with the process expected to conclude later this year. Still on your news, suspended EMPD chief arrested again in murder probe. Suspended Ekurhuleni Metro Police Department Deputy Chief Julius Mkhwanazi has been arrested alongside 4 others in connection with the 2022 murder of businessman Emmanuel Mbenze. The arrests were carried out by the Independent Police Investigative Directorate. The suspect faces charges including murder and defeating the ends of justice. Investigators alleged Mbenze was killed and his body later dumped in a dam. The latest latest arrest marks the fourth criminal case involving Moeketsi in recent months, and as multiple investigations continue. That's all for news headline. Heading over to your sports news. Starting off with football news, AmaZulu boosted by squad depth ahead of an MTN 8 quarter-final. AmaZulu coach Arthur Zwane says increased competition for places has given him a welcome selection headache ahead of Sunday's MTN 8 quarter-final against Sekhukhune United. Usuthu began their Betway Premiership season with a win over Stellenbosch and face a demanding fixture schedule in the coming days. Zwane believes the club's improved depth combined with recruitment tailored to the team's playing styles leaves AmaZulu better equipped than last season to challenge for silverware and progress deeper into the MTN 8 competition. On your WAFCON news, Kgatlana confident after guiding Banyana into the quarterfinals. Tembi Kgatlana says Banyana never considered giving up on reaching the WAFCON quarterfinals after their hard-fought victory over Burkina Faso. Kgatlana scored the decisive goal as South Africa secured a 1-0 win and advanced from Group B. Named player of the match, she praised her teammates' resilience after a difficult start to the tournament. The defending African champions now face host Morocco in Rabat with a place at the 2027 FIFA Women's World Cup within the reach. And then heading over into your rugby news, Janse van Rensburg to captain revamped Bok women in Fiji. Libby Janse van Rensburg will captain a significantly changed Springbok women's side when they face Fiji in Suva this weekend. The experienced fly half becomes the only 12th captain in the team's history and is one of a few starters retained from previous tests against the USA. Several returning internationals and new faces feature in the squad, including debutant center Shimngwa Ramprecha. Coaches believe that refreshed lineup maintain the team's core identity while providing valuable opportunities to expand the squad depth. That's all for your news and sports headlines. If you want to share your thoughts with us on those headlines, you can simply use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show or send your voice note on 060-493-3226. For now, we want to take a short break and then we'll be back with your latest weather update and your market rates for this morning.
Loving your vibe, girl, that energy got me going. It's my baby, that thing so vibrant. Keys to your heart, baby girl. Ewe muleji, you right next to me. Moji mulena vanemia yila, vanemia yila. Ewe muleji, mami venaki. Moji mulena vanemia yila, vanemia yila.
It's exactly 15 minutes after the hour 8 o'clock on a beautiful Thursday morning. A very good morning to everyone who has just joined us on this beautiful Thursday morning. You know that Thursdays are dedicated into spiritual alignment. So I want you to come through this morning, be with us, align with yourself, align with some of the things that we're going to be talking about, because that is our prayer for the day. Making sure that you are positive, making sure that your day starts with so much energy. So we are here to help you to do that. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show is the hashtag that you need to use on YouTube, because that is where we are live on this beautiful morning, the 6th of August 2026, and we're also live on Underground Radio. And to enhance the experience of listening to the Vooka Breakfast Show, you can simply download the app, which is both available on Android and iOS. So let's get you going and help you with your latest weather update if you are in any of these cities. If in Cape Town, you're currently experiencing 12 degrees with light rain, and in Durban it's 21 degrees with clear skies. Pretoria is 15 degrees with clear skies, and right here in Johannesburg is currently 12 degrees with clear skies. And then heading over to your market rates for this morning, August 6, 2026. Let's look into how the rand is doing with other currencies. With the US dollar, it is currently trading at 16 rands at 35 cents. The Great British Pound is currently trading at 22 rands at 3 cents. Euro is currently trading at 18 rands 89 cents. And lastly, the Japanese yen is 10 cents. Then heading over to your commodities, 1 barrel of Brent crude oil will cost you 1,546,000 rands 63 cents, and gold is currently at 43,410 rands 36 cents, and Bitcoin is currently trading at 1,251,912 rands 53 cents. That's what we have for you on this beautiful morning. When it comes to your market rates, we will be back with your latest tomorrow morning on a Friday, the 7th of August 2026. Just to begin this beautiful Thursday morning with some words of affirmation and a daily inspiration, because what we are trying to do is to align ourselves spiritually with words that are profound and words that are going to keep us going on this morning. So our inspiration of the day is: every meaningful achievement starts with a single action. Focus on what you can improve today. Stay consistent and trust the process. Progress often arrives quietly before it becomes visible to everyone else. And our quote for this morning is: success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. A very good morning. I hope that you guys are doing good on this beautiful morning. Of course, you know that I'm not always alone, making sure that we keep you warm on mornings like this. Joining me right now is Mr. B. How's it going, my good sir?
Good morning, Vooka Nation. What's up, Mo? Happy Thursday. Feeling good this morning, and ready to kickstart the morning.
Yeah, that's
doing
what,
good. Doing good.
We will be doing. I see some of the comments have started coming through. Mam Tebimni saying a very good morning, Vooka Nation. Underground Radio, DB and Fam, and our best energetic Vooka team on a beautiful sunny Thursday. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, hashtag C Vogile. Very good morning to you. I hope that you are good, and we are glad to have you here this morning. And then she comes through saying hashtag happy, blessed, spiritual alignment. Stay safe, take care of yourself. Hashtag rise and shine, Vooka Nation. Those are the hashtag that we need to use just to kickstart this beautiful morning of ours. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, hashtag Vooka Nation, and of course other hashtags that you can think of. 19 minutes past 8, it is the time right now. What we're gonna do, of course, is get in our conversation for this morning, and we also want to hear your thoughts. What are your thoughts? You can send us your voice note, or you can type your comment down on the comment section, right? So on our news headline, there was a very interesting headline
yeah,
right? And MultiChoice has it's a piracy bust.
yes
Right. Yeah.
So there are these streaming services that have come out recently, right? Waka TV and the likes, where you pay a certain fee every month and they give you a code, but then you essentially accessing almost the entire catalog of MultiChoice content. But not just that, you're also accessing live TV, right? Sports, television, and all of that. So here on the news article that we where the court in Eastern Cape freezes assets worth 6.2 million rands, right?
Yeah.
And this is alleged to be tied in with other activities, but then between January 2025 and April 2026, there was approximately more than 100,000 multi-choice related transactions that were identified on this particular account.
Yo.
So people are paying anywhere from 100 rand to 160 rands per month.
So there's
to
different
access. Yes, yes. But also, how these people are paying this money is either you can pay it via cryptocurrency, or they basically give you a code. So it's not something where they would want to be traced. Yeah, so you pay via Bitcoin or whatever it is, and then they give you this code, you punch it in, and then you're able to access the content thereof. So now things are getting real because more and more of these services are being shut down. I mean, I was in an Uber the other day, and the driver says to me, hey, there's this one app called OneStream, it's no longer working, right? And I mean, that's where he used to watch all of his movies and all of that.
Movies and series, things like that.
Yeah. But now, speaking of piracy, Mo, there's like different levels to this thing, right? Because apparently Netflix came out and said password sharing is also a form of piracy. Right? So they were trying to crack down on this thing where they were saying, look, within a family environment, yes, you can have up to 4 individuals that are eligible to watch. That's like the premium top tier. But then if you are not part of the family, then you need to have your own subscription. You need to have your own subscription, right? Because, look, in terms of the streaming wars, yes, you've got your Netflix. We once had your Showmax, which is no more. But you also have with Disney Plus. You've got Hulu as well as these other guys. Even in the US, you've got YouTube TV, which now is also a streaming service. But then they're also trying to raise profits, and they're trying to find ways to crack down on piracy. But the problem here is that what streaming services initially promised in terms of convenience and all of that, slowly it has been taken away. That's why I think a few months ago we covered the rise of piracy, why people are pirating content and so on. Because how it works is that back then Netflix used to license content from Disney Plus. Right, so you would get the whole catalog of or most of the catalog from Disney.
Plus,
So when Disney started their own platforms, and you see Amazon doing their own thing, Apple TV doing their own thing. So if I want to watch, let's say, an episode of Ted, it means I need to subscribe to Apple TV and still keep my Netflix. So now I think what's happening in the minds of consumers is I need to have that one subscription.
So
and then Lokogonye, I'll see how I get it.
I think people they also want to make plans because there's a lot of content out there, right? Even with platforms like your TikTok, platforms like your YouTube, you have Instagram. So you will have people saying, you jump on into these platforms to watch certain content, right? But with movies and series, it's a different thing because I want to watch the series in 6 seasons with 30 something episodes inside of it. And I also want to watch a content that Netflix has, Disney has, and other streaming platforms
it's
has.
a buffet.
So
it's a buffet.
It's like, guys, we are also trying to get what we want. I mean, there's people who don't know of piracy. There's people who pay subscription. They don't know anything about piracy, but this is coming out of desperation to say, I want to watch content, but I don't have the liberty of paying that money because I'm also like multiple streaming providers.
Think
of someone who's going to work, like they wake up early, they come home late, and they pay that subscription. So what will they do? the only thing that they can do is to download a movie somewhere and watch it later when they have the spare time. Right. So it goes overboard, because I saw that Betway is also promoting that people should not PSL, because they also found out that a lot of games, are being pirated. Like, most people watch games, but they don't understand, we have many viewers, but the subscription don't make sense with the numbers.
I mean, look, SABC, shout out to them with SABC Plus app, because I watched most of the World Cup through SABC. Right. So I don't have a DSTV subscription, so I watched it through the SABC app, and for the most part, it was reliable. Right. So, in case you're wondering, where can you watch some of the PSL matches? SABC Plus, and it's at no cost. So in that front, Mo, there are people that don't know, because the guys that sell these TV boxes, you know what they say? But no, it's fine. When Gaya TV box izosebenza, and just pay me 160, 180, you will have a DSTV. And people are like, really? Right? Because it works on a voucher. You just punch in the voucher and then it works for 30 days. So because they don't know, they subscribe to that. But what's really happening now is that more and more of these companies like Bayakala and saying, look guys, you are taking away revenue to the extent where it might even lead to job losses, because we're not making enough money.
I mean, it's so sad. It's so sad, because one thing we don't understand as consumers is they also have broadcasting right, and there's certain money they spend, for us to watch certain movies. You're asking yourself, how are you watching Fast and Furious each and every Saturday? You watch like a series of those movies. You watch like a lot of movies. Others, I think they also trying to improve the content by buying, most movies that came out last year. Because DSTV, like, you would get a movie after 2 or 3 years, right? So they're trying to also improve, and that means they spend a lot of money on top of that. So with the piracy thing, it's something that they need to fight. It's like fighting, what do you call these clothes, man?
That's what I could think of. So Lana Tiwa, the investigators, right, allege that Damien Grand Lynch operated an illegal streaming service from October 2024. So he was basically reselling access to pirated MultiChoice content through access codes. So customers reportedly paid a subscription, and that's how they got access to the content. So the NPA says approximately more than 100,000 MultiChoice related transactions were identified between January 2025 and April 2026. So authorities argue the frozen funds may be linked to fraud, cybercrime, and copyright-related offenses. So no arrest or criminal charges have been made against the suspect. So it is something that's going to be continuing. But with that being said, the ongoing investigations into violations of Cyber Crimes Act and Copyright Act will continue, with potential proceedings that will still follow after that. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen next. I mean, I love YouTube, so I think I'm good, because I pay 80 rands a month just for me not to see any ads. But again, we'll see what happens in the near future.
So let's talk about it. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Let us know if you are someone who has pirated these movies. We'll see each other right after this.
Talking just the brand or the sound.
Live for radio, the underground.
Stepping in the spot like she own it. Looking like the world is your runway. She can set it off like a gunplay. Oh my, talk of the city with that body. Always getting praised like it's Sunday. She said, baby, what you gonna do about it? Loving your vibe, girl. That energy got me going. That thing's so vibrant. RV, hugging the curves on that body. She bring the heat like wasabi. Promise not to test your heart, never. We just can't be kept apart. Yeah, yeah. Baby, you the best by far. Always go the extra mile. Yeah, yeah. All I need is you. All I need is you. Ewe muleji, you right next to me. Moji mule na vanemia ila. Vanemia ila. Ewe muleji, mami venaki. Moji mule na vanemia ila. Vanemia ila. Loving your vibe, girl. That energy got me going. It's my baby. That thing so vibrant. Keys to your heart, baby girl. Ewe muleji, you right next to me. Moji mule na vanemia ila. Vanemia ila. Ewe muleji, mami venaki. Moji mule na vanemia ila. Vanemia ila.
Of course, you're still hanging out with us right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. It is 33 minutes after the hour, 8 o'clock on a beautiful Thursday morning, where we are aligning ourselves spiritually and going back to the words of, meaningfulness. Words that will kickstart your beautiful spiritual Thursday morning. As I mentioned before, that every meaningful achievement starts with a single action. Focus on what you can improve today. Stay consistent and trust the progress. The process. Progress often arrives quietly before it becomes visible to every one of us. Ms. Hurams are coming through right there on the comment section saying, good morning, Vooka Nation. Happy Thursday. Hashtag Sivogile. And have a blessed spiritual Thursday. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Before the break, we were still discussing the piracy issue, in which a lot of people are not aware that it's a crime that they're committing.
Yeah,
It's a crime.
Look, in Cyril's economy, they will compare that with MultiChoice, I'm paying X amount of money.
Yeah.
And if you want to also add in internet, then it becomes more expensive. But I don't know if they know, Mo, that DSTV does offer streaming only service. So you don't need a decoder, and the package is slightly cheaper.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But also you need to pay for data. But like I said, data is not an exclusive thing that is only tied to your MultiChoice streaming. You still do your TikTok, your Facebook, and your other things. So when paying for your data, you're basically servicing multiple needs in your life. Yeah. So it's not just exclusively towards that.
Yeah.
But at some point, I remember premium DSTV was 900 rand.
Yeah.
That's
a lot.
That's a blow.
Lot. That's a lot for a lot of people out there. But let us know on the comment section if maybe you have reasons why you download these pirated movies and series. Let us know what is your reason. If you do have those pirated streaming platforms, please let us know in the comment section and state your reason for why are you actually doing that, so that we can, because I feel like also companies like your MultiChoice, they would understand and they will try maybe to accommodate people who cannot afford, to say, okay, maybe we can have your subscription like weekly subscription, daily subscription, those kind of things like that, so that whenever you feel or whenever you have the time, you can pay for that time only, right?
You know what I think is hurting your MultiChoice cool. So remember back then, when talking about piracy, we were talking about content that's already produced, like movies or series, right?
Yeah.
And the only way for people to watch sports was to have a subscription with MultiChoice.
Yeah.
And now that these streaming platforms, the ones that you sideload, they offer live TV. That's where you start seeing the difference that, you know what, people normally would have your pirated content, but they would still come back for sports.
Yeah.
But now that you can get sports on these platforms, hey, it's real, man.
Yeah.
Because now it's really hurting their bottom line that no one is coming through. In fact, people are not paying their accounts and they're not coming back to renew. My take is that they should start seeing a increased subscription now that the PSL is back.
Yeah.
They should have probably seen a surge in subscriptions when the World Cup was on.
Yeah.
But the Tologut, when they were looking at the numbers, it's like, nah, this thing's not making any sense. But people are still watching these games as to where they do not know.
Yeah.
Right? So the fact that we have live TV from these illegal streams, that's insane.
Yeah. And of course, people will ask, Jorge, if someone comes to me and offer like access codes, where do they get them? You know, do they know anyone from the inside? Because for us, when we talk pirate, I mean, we always think of something that has like bad quality, you know, but these ones like, man, this thing is similar to the one that I am paying for. You know, the monthly subscription that I have at home, a package that I actually pay each and every month.
Yeah, because this thing has also advanced, because back then you would first download a movie through these torrent sites. And here's the thing, torrents are not illegal because the technology itself is basically a peer-to-peer sharing system where I've got a file on my PC and I put it up as a torrent, as in a stream.
Yeah.
And then if it's on the network, you are able to access it and download it from my PC. So it's peer-to-peer. Yeah. And as to what we share, no one should be involved. But, you know, people were sharing movies amongst other things. So back then, that's how it was done, where you would download something and then you discover that that Fast and the Furious movie is in Chinese. And then you would download another one. But it was sort of like managed in a way.
Yeah.
But now you are streaming piracy, like you know beforehand, where you hit the play button and you know, okay, these subtitles are in Chinese, like you know.
Hindu.
So you're streaming piracy.
Yeah.
As opposed to downloading it back then. So I don't know about this war, man.
Yeah.
I really don't know. But to your point, it may be something that has to do with insider information, because the catalog at DSTV is quite a lot. So how is it that, you know, they're able to scrape and have all that data? So maybe, just maybe, someone from the inside is saying, look, here are the files, you know. So
there's a question that was asked, and I think this guy was one of the marketing mogul, right? And he was like, MultiChoice and DSTV are targeting certain people because they are not advertising to people who do not have DSTV. I have DSTV, but I keep on seeing the ads on DSTV. But when you switch off your decoder, ufake Ariel, you don't see DSTV ads, you know. So when people are exposed to Lama Move Mkokotelo Lao, they will think this is the reality. And paying is like siarojwala. Then you have this massive number of people below, you know, consuming this content to a point of they don't believe, like, guys, you don't pay for content, guys. Bayan roba. Like, there's someone who believes out there when you pay your Netflix subscription or other streaming platforms out there.
Look, the fact that people are watching the Vooka Breakfast Show, you know, and it's free. It's free, so why pay for content? So they have this thing of content is just mindset, free. SABC was free, like everything is free.
Has to be free.
But then there's different, you know, pricing models. There's the freemium model, where freemium means that it's free, but there is some form of ads that get baked into it, and this is how we do it right here on YouTube, right? And then there's also the premium one. But also with Netflix in other countries, they've lowered the price of their monthly subscriptions. And this one includes ads. So the entry level package for YouTube in the US and other countries, they include ads.
Yeah.
So you're still paying for Netflix, but a cheaper price, but they serve you ads.
Yeah.
But if you want one where exclusively you don't see any ads, then you'd have to pay a premium.
Yeah.
Right? So there's different models that they're trying to come up with. I mean, I remember I once rented a movie on the Google Play Store. So you rent a movie, it's available for a week. And then you should watch it within that week. If not, it's gone.
Yeah.
So if you were busy doing Izint or something came up, then there goes your money.
Yeah, I mean, I think I haven't checked after a long time. You know, services like your box office, I mean, they do work, because a movie will cost like 20 something rands, and it's available. When you pay that 26 rands, you get the movie for like 3 days. Right, and it's things that we're talking about to say, when someone has the time, at least they can pay that 26 rands to watch the movie. But the problem is they didn't have new movies coming in. So like you would have your old movies, because people expected box office to work like, if Spider-Man comes out today, maybe guys next week, can we please have the movie already in box office?
It's a catch-20 because it's still in cinemas. So they need to exhaust that cinema timeline or period.
Exactly,
and then only after it has exited the cinemas, then it becomes available on your box office
and things
right?
like that.
So it's really a tough one. So either, in my opinion, it's the level of competition and production should or has gone up to the point where there are some movies like The Odyssey, where you're like, okay, this I need to see. I know there's gonna be a pirated version, but this one, man, I really want to experience it for myself in a big screen.
Cinematic level.
Cinematic, level. So hey, it's tricky, man.
It is tricky. It is tricky. And of course, as we're wrapping up, you're asking yourself, what are we talking about? And we also want to hear your thoughts. So the NPA says approximately 104,667 multi-choice related transactions were identified between January 2025 and April 26. Authorities argue the frozen funds may be linked to fraud, cybercrime, and copyright-related offenses. The Eastern Cape High Court granted a preservation order freezing more than 6.2 million allegedly generated through an unauthorized streaming service distributing copyrighted and multi-choice content. If you're someone who watch that pirated content, let us know in the comment section. Maybe you have a reason, right? We want to know that reason.
It's expensive. Most of them will say it's expensive.
You are giving them clues. They have different reasons why they
I'm just reporting on what people say. People are saying, Guti, subscriptions have become expensive. Just last week in Jebus Carling Spotify, Guti, they've removed the family tier, and it is now reduced down to 3 people. They reduced the number of users, and they still bump up the price to, I think, 180 now. From 119 to 180, and it's just 3 people.
Ask, and of course it raises so many questions.
Sasa, look, I still have the Spotify, but then it means it's like guys, we were on a boat, right? We were on a boat, the 6 of us on a boat. So a decision had to be made with Infitsala, throw people over the boat, because the boat was sinking because of weight. It's like whining lashela,
but you paid less, mas baningi. Man banane, you pay more. That
it's
means
crazy.
Something is fishy. Something is fishy. But let us know what are your thoughts right there in the comment section. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show is a hashtag that you need to use. And of course, if you need to send your voice note, 0604933226, that's the number that you need to dial. So what we're gonna do right now is to take a short break, because 15 minutes till we hit the hour 9 o'clock on the dot. We'll be back in some of the historical moments that took place, and we have them in our archives. So we'll see each other right after this.
Yes, sir.
Moeketsi, my man, aka Max for maximum temperature. I am the son of Mother Nature. Let's go.
Said you needed space. Said you needed more time to think. So you went away. But you still would stay in my dream. Now you're back for more. Why you in my reality? My head closed the door. Even though my heart just won't leave. That was then, can't go back. Hurts so bad, had to block out the memory. If we try again, start from scratch. You wanna pick up where we left off, but you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away so long. I forgot your middle name, I forgot your birthday. You still wear cologne the same, like it in the worst way. You've been gone.
And of course, still hanging out with us right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, making sure that we keep you warm on this chilly Thursday morning. Happy Thursday if you have just joined us. It's a spiritual Thursday. Spiritual alignment is what we always dedicate this day for. It's exactly 49 minutes after the hour, 8 o'clock. And of course, before the break, we were discussing the piracy, and we said we want to hear some of your thoughts. What are your thoughts? Come through on the comment section by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, or send us your voice note. Some of the comments were coming through. Simami also looking in, saying a very good morning to the Vooka Nation and Vooka team. Happy Thursday. Stay blessed. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Hashtag Sivugile. Very good morning to you. Hope that you're going to be with us up until the hour 10 o'clock. Just giving you that daily dose of positivity. And now, before the break, we said we will, of course, give you some of the historical moments that took place, and we do have some of those in our archives. And you're asking yourself, what are we looking into this morning? So, on this day, 6 August 1945, an atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima. The United States dropped the atomic bomb Little Boy on Hiroshima in Japan. The attack caused massive devastation and loss of life, becoming the first use of a nuclear weapon in warfare. The event remains a powerful reminder of both the horrors of war and the importance of peace. So that's what took place. But there is, I think, what do you call this? Conspiracy about the Hiroshima. The atomic bomb was not dropped.
Yeah, because there's footage that is on the dark web, or in the shadows, that talks about they were able to plant vegetation, life carried on as normal.
How soon after though?
A month or two after, right? A month or two after. So yeah, but the life carried on as normal. And after this, it was then a discussion that, nations should not build these atomic or weapons of mass destruction, where Russia says, but we don't trust what you are doing, so let us build ourselves.
We're all going to keep our arsenal.
Yeah, so there was a treaty that was supposed to be signed or adhered to, where countries don't develop these weapons of mass destruction, to avoid what happened in Japan, Hiroshima, as a result of that. But again, I'll find the footage for you guys, and I'll show it to you, right, where life carried on as normal.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that I've heard when I was watching this National Geographic documentary, so one of the things they mentioned, they said, after 81 years, Hiroshima is still radioactive.
They say that.
There's still the radioactivity that's still going on, those kind of things. And it raises so many questions. And because we saw the footage after the bomb was dropped, people walking, their skin coming off their bodies, things like that. So this it also leads you to dig more information, in terms of what is this entailing, because people will fear the US for what they've done. To say, hey guys,
Trevor,
what if they do
Trevor
that?
said it best using comedy. The US is this guy, and then walks down the school alleyway, and then
the school grounds.
So it's all about intimidation. Like we spoke, because when was it? Like a week ago when the moon landing happened. Moeketsi, it's a space race between Russia,
and the
China, and the US as to who will land on the moon first, right? But we're seeing that all of these things are a hoax, and it's coming out. For example, with 9/11. Okay, within 9/11, think about this. But see, there was a plane that had crashed into the Pentagon, right?
Yeah.
But this plane,
Not the Twin Towers.
there's one near Twin Towers. 'Cause it was a coordinated attack.
Strike,
where they flew planes into the Twin Towers, but there was one that was directed to the Pentagon. So this plane flew at a very high speed, and then shy at the Pentagon, and then because it was flying at a very high speed, liquefaction took place where the soil basically swallowed the plane. Yes. Right?
Yeah.
It swallowed the plane, and umhlaba wavaleka. So think of quicksand. Where something flies, it flies at a very high speed, high impact, and then liquefaction happens, it swallows the plane, and then it covers the ground again.
So did it dig?
No, they didn't.
So that means the pilots... They
are swallowed. They are there.
That's funny.
The pilots got buried. They had a burial because the soil took them in.
Sure.
But where does this happen, guys? Where? Because the ground is solid. Because when planes crash, you see the remains.
It's only in the US these things happen.
But you know what I found out a couple of years ago regarding the nuclear one is that South Africa is one of the first, if not the first country to willingly destroy and do away with its nuclear arsenal. Somewhere in the early 90s. Or
the same was
1900s,
said. The same was said about Iraq, because the first attack when Bush was attacking Iraq, they lied about
giving up their nuclear arsenal.
Yes, so now they're sending the army that side to go find those weapons. So then we kept on asking, okay, did you find them? Where are these weapons that you keep saying they exist in Iraq? Because you've got intel on the ground. Aziko. And then it turns out the whole thing was for oil and all of that, but not necessarily that they were looking for these weapons.
Interesting. Hope history learners are locked in, because that's one of the things that took place on this day. Another one that is very interesting that took place on this day is that in 1926, the first women to swim across the English Channel.
Yes, I found this one.
Italy, an American Olympic swimmer, swam across the English Channel, a body of water between England and France, in 14 hours and 34 minutes. Only 5 other people, all men, had swum across the channel before Italy. Gertrude Caroline was an American competition swimmer, Olympic champion, and world record holder in 5 events. On this day in 1926, she became the first woman to swim across the English Channel. Among other nicknames, the press called her Queen of the Waves.
Nice.
Which is very interesting.
It is.
It is, man. It is.
Yeah.
I found this one.
Hours.
I found this one very interesting when I read about it. To be the first woman to do that, and you're the only woman amongst 4 or 5 other men.
5 men.
Which is crazy, man. Yeah.
Have you guys swam for more than?
I don't know how to swim.
8 hours.
No, not even 8 hours. Like 5 minutes.
5 minutes
non-stop.
Yeah.
Non-stop.
Yeah.
Okay, like what kind of swimming? Now we have our own swimming.
No, just for swim, my friend.
No,
just
being
being,
on water is
active in the
also
water,
swimming.
like
For 5 minutes.
Yeah,
being
more
in
than-
water. More than 5 minutes. I've done that.
not just like
Not
No, like swimming.
Not being in water, but swim.
Like swim.
Swim.
Backstroke, butterflies.
Backstroke. 5 minutes.
No, I haven't done 5
it's
minutes.
tiring.
I've done an hour.
An hour
Yeah.
of swimming wire.
Why?
Aibo.
Non-stop.
Wait, were you in a competition or what was happening?
No, it's just
Panveli.
a normal swimming
Jake.
pool.
You were cheeky.
Actually, I did this quite a lot, Konalai Jake, because that's where I got my training. Yeah, so Lai Jake, Dobsonville, we used to train after hours,
Yeah,
like
I
in the
remember.
afternoon.
Yeah,
So as part of our training, Epsugu, there was this, in fact, it's actually more than an hour, because I remember thinking, guys, this is impossible.
Okay.
It is literally impossible.
Swimmer.
Yeah, for that long.
Yeah.
Right, so you build that stamina, you continue.
Yeah.
And then, it's like, okay, guys, coach is like, ngicela shining a freestyle for the next hour.
Okay.
And then see shy.
Yeah.
Right, see shy. Okay, now do a butterfly. So I've swam like more than 3 hours of training.
Yeah.
But not like 3 hours back to back or hours back to back. But I've done that.
Crazy.
This one is interesting because coming to think of it, okay, a woman who swims 14 hours, it makes sense because I've never heard of a male mermaid. Right, that's why it's women.
You're reaching.
Well, men swim longer, man.
You're reaching.
Stamina.
You're reaching.
But it's right. There's
This
no
is a
male man.
mermaid.
But he's reaching.
Give mermaid.
I get what he's saying.
There's
and
no
where he's going.
mermail.
Merman.
Mermaid.
Mermaid.
But now he's reaching. I personally don't know how to swim. I've had plenty of opportunity to learn, but I was just like, I think what put me off or what turned me off about it is the people I got to teach me. I've never gotten like a trained person to teach me. So it's like one day this is a swimming pool he wants to teach me in his way, and then another time I'm with Mo wants to teach me in his way, then another time it's Kutlana. So I've always been like
Look, I learned the hard way because I was swimming instructor. Because, guys, I could have been a swimmer, so I had to leave swimming because he was gay.
so
Instructor.
Yeah.
so
Yo.
He's arrested now because of
he's a molest.
touched a boy.
Aye, man. Aye, man.
The swim
Trainer.
instructor.
Swim instructor.
So we were supposed to go on a gala, a swimming gala,
Sure.
right?
Sure.
So this weekend, or was it a Friday night? Sonke sihamba siyolala a clubhouse.
Okay.
The swimmers, yeah.
Sure.
And then I'm there as well, right? So our instructor, it's like, man, coach, man, so it's like it's all good.
Yeah.
And then Jongobas Blomili then comes out a good name, and this guy is 1, 2, and 3, right? And then one of the boys Velo confirms Uguti, this guy Velo, I remember him saying swimming, like if you don't have tights, like a speedo or whatnot, you have to swim in your trunks.
Okay.
You can't swim in your shorts, right? And he once touched him. So yeah, Nami, I didn't go for.
How long has he been arrested?
So he got on my account, he got arrested twice, ne? Because before Nfiga, that's the story I once heard, that he was once arrested or taken in.
Yeah.
For the same allegation.
The same thing, and then when I left the swimming, later on, this guy, Bamtati foot, is arrested. So yeah, that just threw me off, and I just
Crazy.
left swimming as a whole.
Oh, nah, man.
But you've
This
seen
was
swimmers, ne? Swimmers have broad shoulders. Have you seen these guys are?
Chadley Claw.
Yeah, because Aman's guys.
No Smith. Even Natalie Tutoy.
Yeah.
Like she had.
Arm muscles that you
water
use.
does that
it
to
does,
you.
Yeah. Arm muscles that
But
you
just a
use.
quick one: would you participate in,
Swimming
let's say, if you could
competition.
swim,
Sure.
a triathlon?
No.
Yo. The one.
Why not?
So there's a triathlon and a decathlon, right? Which you run, you swim, you cycle. And then
That's a triathlon. I don't know. What's the other one? Yeah.
Because these three.
Because you start off by swimming, you cycle, leave the bike, and then you run to the finish line.
Also, Deca, you do everything. like let's say in an Olympic Games, you run, you do javelin, you do like multiple.
So Deka is probably 10, right?
Yeah,
It's 10
yeah,
things.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
10
yeah.
things. But yeah, I would try. I would do.
I mean, a
I would
triathlon,
do.
like I would. But anyway, there's gonna be a fun run with the Superstore in
Maybe
October.
we should. Oh, I saw that on their social media.
Yeah, five and 8 kilometers.
Maybe we should do that.
Yeah, so
A 5.
I
a
just
young,
need to
a
shake
young,
myself.
Yeah, a young
but-
5K maybe. A young 5K. Yeah, the way we like, and then do content the way we did for the bike tour. Remember
Level
when we did the
Backpackers.
with Levels Backpackers. So I think we should look into that. But yeah, I think now I'm also turned off into learning how to swim. The only thing that I have is that, like I have, and I'm not living in my head with this one, but. What if one day I go meeting and now I can't swim? That's the only sort of small anyana fear I have in my head. But other than that, when we go to the pool, I'm not even going to wear my shorts because I'm not interested. And you know
water is
what?
nice, eh?
And you know what? The thing exciting thing is that when you're with the gents and they all know how to swim, and then you guys start playing these games of throwing each other. I don't like that. Because anything can happen, you won't understand. And then you know how gents are, this mindset as guys, especially swim, drown, and they start laughing at you before they help you. And like I don't like that because it looks funny.
Go to pussy 5 liter before we save you.
Man, that's not because anything can happen. Because there are stories like that. You get what I'm trying to say. And so to prevent from that, I remember camp, the first 2 years of high school, the 8th and 9th grade, because we were the youngest guys. It wasn't until the 10th grade where I know I but yeah, these older guys in high school, we would go at camp. Later, the Saturday, after doing all the activities, they would give us like about an hour and 30 minutes just to chill and go to the pool and whatever. They would run around and like throw people in the pool, and I didn't like that. And so from that,
it's called, initiation. I mean, also that's how boys play.
No.
To begin with,
no. So now when we go to the pool, I go like this.
That's attempted, man.
I don't put on shorts and flip flops and. I'm not interested.
You guys will say that because
you can't swim.
Yeah.
Yeah, but things like that have turned me off.
I mean. I am interested. But now I'm discouraged by your instructor. More you should wear it tight.
It's just on the edge of the pool. I had to do an arc position. And then I had to. Let me show you how to hold you.
It's funny. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll learn someday.
But yeah, no, I mean, even Nalana Maponye. When I used to gym when the Virgin Active was still there, when you bamba like a full hour non-stop. Yeah. Sheesh. The thing is, people think it's this impossible thing. Ne?
Yeah.
You build stamina, that's it. There's no secret to this.
Yeah.
The same way about how do we go live every day? Ne? Perhaps just because we were talking about piracy, imagine if Shangama repeat every single day. People would be like,
yeah.
So we build stamina for these things.
Very cool stuff. Very, very, very cool stuff. But on this day, as it is the 6th of August, we are into the 218th day with only 147 days remaining, right? And there are about 31 weeks to go before we say goodbye 2026 and hello 2027. I still ask the question, with the 5 months remaining into the year, what do you have planned? And since the year started, specifically for those of you who are into New Year's resolutions, we're well into the half of the year, and how far are you in completing and achieving your New Year's resolutions? I remember when we first started, the first about 10 episodes or so, and I did mention that, or at least when we were still in January, I'm not a New Year's resolutions person, because I feel like it's self-pressure and not in the greatest of ways, so yeah, I know you are big on that, so
yeah, I'm big and I don't achieve any of my goals but it's
of
it's
your
okay.
New Year's resolutions.
Can I add one goal to your guys' bucket list?
Okay.
Swimming, never.
Not swimming, but it's something that if you commit to, at least we'll know in less than a month if you have achieved it, right? I would like to see you guys finish a Gome Kota. Skyscraper.
Skyscraper.
I mean, Gome, Magisa is also
obviously,
Gome.
I never.
Because we're gonna be at the Kota Festival, right?
Sure.
Like I'd want to see you finish Lena Manlele, the one that's stacked.
No, you can't. No. Like I'm not a big eater. Not that I can't, but I would attempt. I would really try, but I doubt I would finish. But it would have to, because the amount of food that I consume in one sitting is dependent on how hungry I am. And so if I'm too hungry, a few bites and then I'm gonna be full, and I would have to stay like an hour or two. Then I can't. But if I woke up in the morning and I haven't eaten for more than a couple of hours, then I would.
So let's say you knew what you're gonna participate in the. It won't serve you, right?
Yeah, it won't.
But would you do it though?
I would.
Okay.
Do I have an option of squashing the quota?
It doesn't matter, just as long as you finish it. The reason I'm asking is because it's something I want to do this year.
You wanna attempt?
I mean, I would.
I want to attempt it.
I think I'm scared of food by just looking.
It is intimidating.
I mean, I'm someone in clean. I'm like, yo, papeka, but I'm the one who finishes it at the end of the day.
Kilimanjaro.
And you know how I eat kota. We don't eat kota in the same way, right? The conventional way, the traditional way, is to more like a burger, and you go in. So hangata, what you would notice that the sides of the bread of the kota usually made, especially the part. So what I do now is I open it up and put it on a plate or whatever the covering that it comes in, and then I start with the sides. So I eat the sides first with a couple of chips and whatever else is in there, and then by the time I have to get to the actual thing, it's like, hey, I've eaten quite a lot, and there's still quite a lot of food remaining. So that's why I'm like, yo, Chief Nahana Koten, I'll do Russian take 3, Viviana say 6. Like, I know, guys.
But
fine.
I'd love to see you guys do that.
We'll try. Let's go to maybe before the Kota Festival. Let's do Purple Plum. Let's visit Purple Plum. Yeah, the food tours we're gonna do.
The thing is, Purple Plum, yes, it's a lot of food, but it's like proper size.
It's reasonable.
It's a show off. like Melu's Bonis. You know what I mean? So
guys know.
But no, at least I have one goal for this year.
Yeah, guys, have that goal, please.
I would finish the Gombe Kota.
Gombe Kota, very cool stuff. So today we're also observing National Gossip Day.
What?
Guys, very cool stuff. National Gossip Day. That is observed on the 6th of August annually, and this light-hearted day celebrates the social tradition of gossip. While gossip often has a negative reputation, it can also be a way of bonding, sharing stories, and connecting with others. The day reminds us to use words responsibly and to value communication that uplifts rather than harms. Very National Gossip Day. Do you gossip? Are you a gossip?
Man, this is...
I'm a huge gossip.
This is what?
Why does this day even exist?
Because people gossip.
No, so...
I know they do, but it's like, why is
there
observed?
Light shined on it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
Gossip goes a long way.
I agree.
Gossip goes a long way.
It's because... back in the days, during the apartheid eras, World War, there were people, who would gossip. Political leaders, they would gossip. They would call those, gossip corners, whereby siyahleba, and then manje it's given a negative, attachment to say now well, there are people who, say negative things about other people. That's gossip. The ladies who are known and described as those gown ladies, Moeketsi.
Gown ladies.
Yeah, it's like you don't want people to hear now
the entire street knows that.
Let's gossip.
You fetch your pills on the 15th of every month.
But if it's positive, why would you not want to have the next individual hear it?
But this is a lie, man. Positive news, yapora.
Skinara, you know, in Afrikaans when they say yellow skinner.
Skinner.
Yeah, Skinner. Yeah, so that's exactly what it is, man. But it's interesting because it highlights the role of conversation in community. It encourages mindful communication, and it promotes It encourages mindful communication, and it also encourages fun and connection.
Well, the fun part, I agree. The connection, I agree.
Sure.
Because when you do gossip, you feel good.
Sure. You feel good when you gossip.
Yeah, there's that element of...
Khoseba.
Yeah, Uguti, especially if you're speaking about someone.
Sure.
And you're speaking ill about that individual. So obviously by saying that, you clearly putting yourself above this individual.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're basically punching down.
Yeah. So gossip it's a culture for many people out there. Like it's a culture, and abantu they live. That's why I'm a cheater. Yeah, they would see the corner and go and you see
It's
but when we talk about gossiping, because it is mainly associated with women, right? So we do have Nommy on the line. Nommy, can you hear us? Morning, Nommy. How are you? Are you in the line?
She's gossiping about us.
But it's fine. It's fine. While we still get her,
Yeah.
she would come
Do you
through.
gossip?
And
Is her mic muted?
no.
Do you gossip with your partner? Because there's also
A
that
lot.
kind of gossip
Yeah.
about other couples as well.
Am I even?
Well,
If you are a couple who hangs out with other couples,
probably.
Yeah, sure.
Probably.
Because people have said with your
partner.
with your partner. Dish it up for you when you come from work. Go for your baby. You know that kind of thing. Yeah, man. Yeah, baby. Musi a dithabi ke lo tswa Pretoria no na robetse go mkhukhu mo o vile mkhukhu ka maqala, that kind of thing. Exactly, more exactly.
But you see, the problem with gossiping,
Sure.
or this kind of gossip,
Sure.
it usually comes with fabrication.
Oh yeah, it's a spice. It's No, when I dish for you, I can't just give you a dry plate. Spices. No, I need to just for flavor. But it's interesting, man. It's a funny one. But what it also creates, it perpetuates a broken telephone type of thing.
Yes.
Right? Because we talk amongst the two of us.
Absolutely.
And then each of us goes in our separate ways and goes to tell the next person. And we don't relate how it was shared in this space and then in this setting. Very interesting stuff. So, and the last observation that we are acknowledging today is Fresh Breath Day. Fresh Breath Day, which is celebrated annually on the 6th of August, and it raises awareness about oral hygiene and the importance of fresh breath. It encourages regular dental care, healthy habits, and confidence in social interactions. Very, 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 very cool stuff. Man. You saw that video that I was showing you of that lady talking about corporate people or people who work in the corporate space, and she says, "Hey man, when you guys speak English the whole day on Khamolomo, man, I'm like,
Your breath,
what are you talking about, this lady?" But funny enough, I came across a video recently, and this person was saying that after brushing your teeth, don't rinse your mouth. I don't know if you saw that.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
This lady says, because what water does is it removes the layering that Colgate or the toothpaste that you use creates on your teeth. And she said something about mouthwash as well, but that I didn't.
So everyone's an expert nowadays.
Yeah, I didn't even want to research about it.
No, because the reason I'm brushing my teeth is because number one, trying to get rid of bad breath.
Sure.
But also there's plaque that builds up. So you want to get rid of that.
Sure.
So when brushing, obviously, the saliva gets mixed with
the toothpaste.
So you don't want to. Yes, you can spit, but
it doesn't. Do.
No.
The job entirely.
I'm sorry. This is where I then go against authority and I appeal to it and say, look, I'm not going to do this.
Because there's people who do this in different ways, right? Because there are people who eat, then brush their teeth after.
Yep.
You know, others they do it vice versa.
Yep.
Right. So obviously it's like, okay, before I eat, I would brush my teeth. If maybe I don't rinse my mouth and you still taste, you know, the Colgate, and you know when you want to drink something like juice or milk, it's like it's really hard to taste whatever that you are eating or whatever that you are drinking. But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. Have a
but you won't die, guys. That's the thing. You won't die
by not brushing your teeth.
Yeah.
You will kill other people. Yeah.
No, maybe
now you won't die.
Well, the term kill, yes, like but
that's funny.
But this bacteria we're talking, I mean, because I've gone like a day without brushing my teeth, and you do feel the heaviness,
sure,
right?
I do.
But I'm also thinking about what was or is being said, what goes into toothpaste, and as far as fluoride is concerned, because that's one of the ingredients that they use to put people on death row. And so it's one of the things that they inject. So there's growing concerns to the toothpaste that we're using isn't really good for us. Then you will start seeing these ones that mushroom out to go to, okay, this one doesn't have these chemical compounds and all of that. So yeah, guys, have you gone a day without brushing?
Definitely.
2 days?
No,
2 days, no.
I mean, I have.
No, yes, I have. I have 2 days. I have 2 days.
I mean, I have. No, but I would ask for like toothpaste and use my finger.
No,
that's not brushing. I mean, that's.
No, but obviously I would take the toothpaste, nyaifaga, then I leave it there for some time and then I rinse my mouth after.
I've never done that.
So that's more like
why I'm saying
that's like a mouthwash.
Yeah, it's more of like a habit. Like I'm used to this. Every time when I wake up, there's certain things that I have to do. It's a thing that's instilled in me. Like
no,
I
2 days I have.
Whether
well.
I am
over
out.
the weekend, Robert Malunde, I'm fit. Not for my 3 days.
You're not talking to anyone.
Yeah.
It's understandable. Like ending, and then you wake up, you spend 2 days without brushing your teeth.
Yeah, I've done that.
Well, that's the one that I'm struggling.
No, so in terms of associating with bathing, if I spend 2 days not bathing, then chances are
you're not even brushing
I'm not going to brush my teeth.
Yeah, because you're at home, you're chilling.
And I'm not talking to anyone unless babe says, I'm a baby.
No, man.
It's like, wow,
have you kissed someone and
who
like
bad breath?
Yeah, that was the end of the relationship.
Same.
I never had that.
Yeah,
but I didn't have the guts to tell her though.
Same, I didn't as well. I stopped. Well, we were on the precipice of
MooCee.
We were on the precipice of dating, because I was pursuing her and I was courting her for a little while, for a couple of weeks, Then after a while she's like, okay, Muslim, let's see what we can put together. And I liked her, and you know what the funny thing is, I still bump into her to this day.
And you haven't told her?
No.
No,
not for that, but on that particular day, her breath was not the best. And
So, but also it has to do with.
But can you not forgive it though?
No, I did, but like it was a turn off for me. It was a turn off.
You know.
What if it happens again?
One day.
And I come across it. One day.
I want to hear this one. I really want to hear this one.
Yeah, like it was a turn off, Mr. Pio.
Because we all have bad breath at times, guys. Let's be honest.
So people think bad breath comes from not brushing your teeth, and that's not true.
Okay.
So yeah, it's your bowel.
You're rotting.
Exactly. Whatever that you consume and you not clean yourself in there, like it will come out.
Guys, girls drink body turmeric. Guys, girls are going to bomb.
That's why they tell people like drink water, guys.
Yes.
Drink more water.
My grandmother also years ago in primary advised me to eat. Is it not celery? But these greens that we cook with raw. Eat it raw, and it also helps with
garlic.
It helps with breath. Maranumfundo, talk to us. What happened to you?
No, I don't like bad breath, but I wouldn't dump someone over having bad breath just for one day. Like
just for one day.
Maybe they had a garlic bread.
No, when you've been dating them, it's fine. Namuto, I was about to date her. Like we were about to like solidify the relationship. Okay, now you and I are boyfriend and girlfriend. And it was like, yeah, hey man, no, my babies are no.
But guys, here's the thing.
The universe helped her dodge a bullet.
Wow.
Wow.
Shy, poo, poo, poo.
Hey, we're not. I almost fired back, but I won't. I almost fired back.
But guys, you know there's bad breath, ne?
Sure.
And then there's medical conditions, right? And you can tell the difference. It's okay, you just have bad breath. But then there are people where Joe Bosch the other day about antibiotics that you take them and then even with your own urine, you pick it up. It's like, man,
the smell is,
you know. And then Gunabantu that have these conditions, so that's different. So in that case, I think I can tell, and I become sensitive. Like ozenzi. You know what I mean? So in that case, I'm like, okay, I understand. Yeah.
I mean, also people came through and say, people who are quiet, you know, when you spend your time not talking to people, like immediately when you say something, maybe let's say you haven't been talking for the past 9 hours.
Yeah.
The minute someone say hi, well, hi, you are.
No, apparently even hot food to add on to that one.
Yes,
don't eat papa echisa. Yeah, don't eat like hot potato or like hot pap or just a hot meal, like hot.
Yo, guys, I love hot meals.
And no, apparently, I don't know. I've never
boiling meal.
I've never proven
boiling.
that theory. But like, don't make leave your food to simmer down.
No, guys, no. But have you ever had food where you sweat and you enjoy it?
Well, hot in terms of iyababa, not hot in terms of temperature.
Yeah. I mean temperature.
No, temperature, no.
Yeah, I love hot food. Temperature as in decrease.
Everybody chow.
No, well, Durban is like more spicy, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just referring to temperature. Like I need piping hot food.
But how do you contain it?
Because even
I'm built for it.
The tongue bends, man.
No, not mine, guys. I'm built for this. Like for example, someone might enjoy cold food.
Yeah.
But guys, how do you do that?
Okay. Have you burnt your tongue with hot liquids like tea, coffee, water? And it stays with you for a couple of days, and you can't taste food for like 2-3 days.
It's just that you guys can't do it, but angwazi.
Robocop.
Like I mean.
What is the videos why was I no? And it's hot. Like, how do you have hot pap in your hand and then you swallow it and gobble it up?
Zulu people do that. Like they eat hot food. After immediately then they cut. You eat it hot.
When I went to some restaurants, and let's say you order a fillet steak, by letter with the cast iron, right, as the plate.
Yeah.
So it's the cast iron. It's a pomagu oven.
Sure.
Yeah.
And
then they drizzle that.
But by later you can still hear the sizzle.
The sizzling.
Yeah. So that's what I want.
I've had the one that
I need hot food.
The one that they bring with flames, and then they drizzle whatever
paraffin.
No, man. But they drizzle that liquid so that the flames. I've had that one, but I waited for it to like cool down and simmer down, and just for that sizzle to go less quiet, and then
you guys are missing out.
No, man.
You guys are missing.
Interesting stuff. Mr. Mo, talk to me. Birthdays.
Interesting. On the 6th of August, I don't know anyone besides me, guys, who is growing up on August.
In August,
yeah.
No, there are quite
besides
a few.
Me, and of course Katie, right here.
Yeah, you guys are a day apart.
Nomi, when's your birthday?
Yeah, also Queen
1st of March.
Oh yes,
1st of March.
I mean, I'm on the 3rd, so yeah.
March. I mean, Queen.
Which one? What Queen Baba? There's Queen Miss Q Rams. There's Queen
the Empowerer.
There's Queen Miss Prue. Yeah, Baba ngata bo Queen man.
So the one that I'm talking about, Ted,
Oh,
the empower, the empower. So apparently she's also growing like the same day as me.
Really?
No,
Yeah,
that's
because
why
we are posting like 5 days.
That's why
like I'm 5 days
you
also. It's my birthday. Most.
that's why
So,
the clique, man. Momo.
yeah, we are growing up.
You
in
guys
the
see
same
each
day.
other.
We don't see each other. We don't. But I don't have anyone on my side when it comes to birthday. But we do have, of course,
Celebrity
celebrities
birthdays. Yes,
that are
sir.
celebrating. That are celebrating. their
Celebrities that are
birthdays.
celebrating.
Right. The first one that we have, it's this great woman, man. I mean, I've watched a lot of her movies.
Crouching Tiger.
She's great.
Hidden
She's
Dragon.
great. Michelle
Yo.
Yo.
Yeah.
Right. A globally
Lotto
celebrated. Yeah.
Yeah, Michelle Yo.
A globally celebrated actress known for action films, dramatic performance, and becoming the first Asian woman to win the Academy Award Best Actress. She rose to fame through Hong Kong action cinema before achieving worldwide recognition in films including The Crouching Tiger,
Crouching Tiger, yeah.
Hidden Dragon, and Everything Everywhere All at Once. This is the movie that I enjoyed.
Yeah. I haven't watched it. I still have to.
Interesting.
But very cool stuff. The one that I can also remember is from that she starred in. It's the movie about rich Asians or something like that. Yeah, that was a cool one.
Yeah,
very cool movie.
Of course, she was born in Ipoh, in Malaysia. She studied in the United Kingdom before entering beauty pageant and later pursuing acting. Interesting fact about her: she performed many of her own stunts and became one of the most respected international stars from Asia. And she is currently she's currently married to Jean Todd. Very interesting. Happy birthday to her, turning 64 years. And another celebrity that we have on this morning is the Flying Dutchman, Robin van Persie, who's turning 43 years, one of the Netherlands' greatest footballers, celebrated for his technical skill, creativity, spectacular goals. He starred for Feyenoord, Arsenal, Manchester United, and the Dutch national team, becoming one of Europe's most prolific forwards.
Nice.
Born in Rotterdam in Netherlands, he progressed through youth football before establishing himself at the highest level. Interesting fact is his flying header goal of the 2014 FIFA World Cup remains one of the football most memorable moments. Till today, they call him the Flying Dutchman.
Nice.
As you can see on this picture.
Van Persie.
Yeah, this is the goal that he scored.
Legend, Van Persie. Legend, man. Nice one.
And
Sorry,
he's currently married to Boegra van Persie. Interesting, and happy birthday to them.
Nice one. Anyone on your side, August?
Nope, no one.
So today, funny enough, we were talking about the Kota Festival yesterday, and we spoke to him on the phone. Puti Slew.
Oh, Slew.
Slew Lego is celebrating his birthday today, man. So shout out to him, Slew. Yeah, I think I'm gonna see him on Sunday because he's on the lineup. Very, very cool stuff. But another one is a cool guy from the East Rand in Vosloorus that I've worked with in the spaces of music and things of that nature. Ubongani Wagahlengwa. Bongani is celebrating his birthday today. One of the coolest guys that should come around, man. So shout out to you, Mr. Bongani. Happy birthday. And Puti Slew. Man, Slew, happy birthday, man. He's the younger brother of a cool friend of mine, Mtutuzi. Watches from Mtu Sam. He works at Mad Rent. That's how we got our travel on and stuff like that. Yeah, so happy birthday, Slew, and shout out to you, man. So from us as the Vooka Nation, the Broadcasting Boys, the Blinko Network, we would love to say happy birthday!
Woohoo! Yeah!
Hip hip hooray!
Hip hip
hooray! Hooray! Shout out, man. We hope that the day, the rest of the weekend, the rest of the month and the year will be filled with nothing but love, laughter, and all things great and amazing. You absolutely deserve it.
Yeah. Now I know what it feels like to work a spur, guys.
I never. It's not the same.
Happy birthday. The song may be different, but Nama just like you people hooray, and this is like man.
No, we're just wishing people a happy birthday.
Imagine next week then.
You do this once a day. Imagine doing this 15 times a day.
That's why Ngiti manje.
It's not the same.
I get it.
It's not the same. Let's go volunteer at Spur for a day, and you'll be part of the people singing the happy birthday song.
I'm dreading just this one once a day.
Sure.
Imagine if I do it 15 times.
Okay, we'll find a different
So
happy birthday thing. Okay. We'll find. I'll do that one. Yeah, that lady. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Yeah, we'll do that. Very cool stuff.
Very cool stuff. So what we're gonna do right now, because after a breaker, we have a lot of things that are going to be unpacked. You have your hot take with you. Then Nommy is going to be taking us through Perimenopause, and of course
Peri.
Yes.
Peri. As a prime.
Peri. P-E-R-I.
Before menopause.
All right, so let's take a short break. We'll see you right after.
Menopause is prime, Baba.
We stayed up till the morning, talking till the first light of dawn. Just like fate without no warning, it hit me so hard. Oh, I'm so sorry, girl, I didn't mean to. I done messed it up again. Sorry if I crossed the line. What am I supposed to do right now? Baby, I'm falling for you. What I would do for you to love me too. No, I can't hide it no more. What I would do for you to love me too.
Hey, what I wouldn't do for you to love me too, man. I love the song. I love the message of the song. This is Victor Landberg, ne? I love that, man. Very, 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 very cool stuff. 33 minutes after the hour, 9 o'clock, and we're still asking you, what wouldn't you do, or what would you be willing to do for someone that you love, man? This is what Victor Landberg is talking about. Still hanging out with us right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network. This is where radio meets TV, and we always try to give you a daily dose of positivity that is accompanied by a very energetic start to the day. Every weekday morning, Monday to Friday, between the hours of 8 and 10. Spending some great quality time with the broadcasting boys. Myself, MOOCEE Mist. My name is MooCee Mist. Of course, with the one and only Lyric Banele, and the son of Mother Nature, Moeketsi, my man, with Kukano taking care of us right there on the technical side. And we're getting to some great conversations. About now, we're about to find out what Mr. B's hot take for this week is. And last week I own Shapile.
Before we get into the hot take, why am I not featured? Like, you never mentioned my name.
Because, we are coughing. You know those celebrities. Kevin Hart did that joke to one of those guys that said, "You're that click finger snapping a celebrity." Come on, man. Who's that guy? You know that guy, man. Yeah. Sorry, no, I'm kidding, man. Nomfundo Poso on the line, coming to you all the way from Durban, PMB in Pietermaritzburg, right?
Duman.
Right?
Thank you.
There we go. Very cool stuff, man. We're also
No, guys, we can't have this happen, especially in Women's Month, man. We can't.
What? No, forget
about.
It's an honest mistake. It's an honest mistake.
We can forget any other month, but not during Women's Month.
Because Women's Month,
we shouldn't.
But we're also streaming live on Underground Radio DB in Stand Up German airwaves. What is Durban looking like at that side? How you can get in touch with us? Use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show across all our social media platforms. But also connect with us on our WhatsApp line. Dial the number 060-493-3226. Yes, sir. Mr. P, talk to me.
So this is gonna be a quick one because I feel like all of you guys will agree with me. Karalelo shumi, ogwe shumi 10% or a tithe, ne?
Say, start over. What did you say?
Karalelo shumi.
Karolo ya bushumi.
Yeah, Karolo ya bushumi, right? Right. That one has been weaponized, and it's a scam because the Bible doesn't teach Guti we should pay tithe. It teaches that the Israelites were all prophet Malachi was sent to house of Israel to remind them you had made a covenant to pay 10%. And if you don't pay 10%, then the whole of you will be cursed. Your crops will wither, number one, because you are robbing God in tithe and offering. But that was a covenant that they made. Ne? Sure. So now fast forward more than 2,000 years later, now we are being told, Uguti, if you don't pay tithe, then you are cursed. If you don't pay 10%. I mean, this is in Malachi 3, chapter 10, where it says, bring the whole tithe into my storehouse so that there may be food, right?
Yeah.
But this was for the house of Israel. And nowhere in the New Testament does it talk about paying tithe. In the New Testament, it does say share all good things with your teacher, but it doesn't talk about tithe. Now, the way tithe has been used in Masondweni is that 10% of whatever comes into your hands, you have to pay 10%. 10%. Right? So I say that my hot take is that tithe, the way that it is being used, is a scam. Now, I can make an agreement with God, me and myself here right now, the same way Jacob did. Jacob said, look, if you were to deliver me from or guide me through this wilderness that I'm going through, I will give you a tenth of everything that comes into my hands. Now, that's the covenant that he made with God. Yeah. Right? But it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. It was for the house of Israel. And the last book, which is Malachi, was a reminder that, hey man, I'm sent here to remind you. You guys once made a promise, and you are no longer adhering to that promise. And because of that, I will allow enemies to come through and destroy you. You will be cursed, etc., etc. But nowadays, it's like, guys, this is the biggest scam that there is in Masondweni. Tithe.
Churches even have ATM.
I've got something to say.
Right? So before you say it, let me just hear from the guys where they stand. Do you agree, disagree, or you don't know?
Uguti tithe is a scam.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Hey, almost disagree.
You agree? I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. I'm on the fence. Because we touched on this with Pastor Jerichi last year.
Yep.
I honestly, I don't know. On the one side, my thinking is that, and just how you just explained it, it applied back then, right? And I think the challenge here is that we want to take the Bible literally. And this is something that I've posed to you even on some of the conversations that we've had when you've quoted the Bible. And I even quoted that guy. Ted, right? How he broke it down and explains what the Bible is not always, or the scriptures are not always a literal thing, right? Because would you turn your cheek if someone slapped you and say,
the option is there.
The option is there, but it's not a literal thing. And what's the likeliness of people doing that now?
Some would, but what is the likeliness? It wouldn't disprove even if I don't do it, it doesn't disprove that it's not a literal book.
Sure. Yeah. But not all scriptures are a literal thing.
Which one can you think of?
There's not one that comes to mind now.
Okay.
But if the cutting of the ear and things like there's things that you wouldn't do literally. It's a metaphor. It's metaphorically, right? The example is fasting, right? During the 40 days of Lent leading up to Easter. It is not that you need or you are supposed to literally deprive yourself of sustenance. Here, the metaphor comes in the sense that deprive yourself of things that are cutting the connection to your God, right?
It could be food.
Sure,
right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. But it doesn't mean that that's the actual thing that you have to do. Right? So if in the 40 days leading up to Easter weekend, deprive yourself of social media, if social media is cutting the connection and is a influence in you not being close to your God. Do you get what I'm trying to say? That's one of the examples I can think of.
But it within that example, it does not disprove that it's not a literal book.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that not all scriptures are meant to be taken literally.
I think all of them.
Literally.
Yeah.
Even with the cutting and the turning of cheeks, and so. Yeah.
So what you would or wouldn't do has no bearing if whether the Bible is literal or not.
Fair, but
Right.
anyway, we'll have that conversation. So even with the tithing one, I think with the scripture that you just quoted, it applied back then in that era, and we're living in a different era, and how life is viewed is quite different. And yeah, that's I'm a bit on the fence about it. 10%, okay, like I can 200 take a week.
Yeah.
So give it 10% of my 200, and you know. So I'm.
But look,
I don't know.
You see,
I don't know.
tithe still applies to today. Remember, tithe is a covenant.
Sure.
So, Nommy, before you cook,
Yes.
it's a covenant where I today can say, look, Lord, if you bless the Vooka Breakfast Show, every profit that comes in, 10% of that profit, we will take it and give it to charity or give it to a church, whatever. That's a covenant that we made. But what churches do nowadays is everyone
applying that covenant to everyone in the same way.
In the same way,
Yeah.
you know, Uguti Vele,
Was a linear-
you guys should do this, because if you don't do this, then your crops will wither. But this was meant to be 5 minutes, Nommy. I'm going to hand over to you. That's my hot take for this morning.
Interesting.
I'll try and be quick. Remember, the origin of 10% was when Abraham came from war. Ulia massacre, where he came to rescue Lot at the Egwi War, and they met Melchizedek, right?
Correct.
That's when it all started. So Abraham gave Melchizedek, king of Salem, all his belongings. Now, our Bible scholars are trying to figure out who was Melchizedek, because in the Bible, we do not see anything, any information about him, who was his father, and all of that. Some are saying that Melchizedek might have been Christ in a human figure before the actual New Testament, because this happened in Genesis, which was the Old Testament in Genesis. Okay, cool. There is also a link, by the way, between the biblical and the African way of living. As Amazulu, I'm not sure about other tribes, we have a sigo that is called Unomkhubulwane. That is when everybody goes to the mountains and they offer 10% of their crops. So you've been planting and you've been doing whatever. Once that season Yanomkhubulwane comes, you take 10% of like spinach, oranges, and all of that, and then you give it to virgins and they meet entabeni and all of that. It's almost similar to the rain in what is it, where you pray for rain?
Yeah.
Almost similar to that. So it still applies, because even in Hebrews, I think it's Hebrew.
So, Nommy, we lost you there,
We
right?
lost you for a second, but anyway, that's an interesting take, Mr. B.
Yeah,
Interesting
so
take.
just check if she's still online, but she is right. Ne? Sorry, Nommy, we can't hear you, so I'm just going to take the last 2 minutes and see if we have time a bit later on. So she is right, because even in nature itself, there we go.
Can you
You're
guys
back.
hear me?
Now you're back. Yes, loud and clear. We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, my legs are up.
So the concept of, even in nature itself, whenever you have fruit or a vegetable, a portion of that, you don't eat the entire fruit. You take a portion of that and then you replant it, right? So the same concept even applies where you've received something and you give back to thank uNkulunkulu or whatnot. That's what we are being told as Sontweni, where they try and pair these things together. Okay, because of you don't eat. Normally they talk about an animal, which you don't eat an animal nomdan at the same time. You allow the child to grow up, then you can have the animal, but then you would have at least given way for reproduction to continue.
Even when growing up, there was a thing you don't clean the pots for last supper, for evening supper. I don't know if you've heard of it, Maskula, but
some of the reasons why they would say that is because asidli sodwa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You know,
pay homage.
Those
to
superstitions.
So you guys decided to just disconnect me like that. Wow.
Yeah, but the last thoughts is okay. Then you can quickly wrap this up.
It's both. 50%, it's true, it's there, it still applies up until this lifetime, because when Christ came, he said, I did not come so I did not come to change the law. So do continue with some of the things that you were doing. It's just a few things now that, blood of the lamb heals everything, but he did not come to change past laws.
So if I don't pay it, what's going to happen?
Nothing's gonna happen. That's why I'm saying it's 50%, because pastors are now weaponizing it because they want to fund their lavish lifestyles.
So
nothing is going to happen. But in Malachi,
do you pay tithe or do you give tithe?
I pay tithes.
You see, that's.
But some people give. Some people give tithes. It's what you have. It's not monetary value. It's what you have. So because I don't grow crops, I don't have cattle, I have money, so I pay tithes.
Okay, so I was just meaning it in the financial sense. Uguti.
Do you give or pay?
Pay means obligated
Obligation, yeah.
Do you offer tithe or do you pay, as in like
it's a must.
I'm obligated to do that?
Okay, in that case, I give.
Okay.
But the way my parents have raised me, they've made it to seem like I should pay, like it's an obligation. But I give. For me, it's not really an obligation. It's a covenant. Like you're saying, it's a covenant, because I think it was a covenant between Abraham and Melchizedek. Even now, it's your personal covenant, because Malachi doesn't threaten you. That scripture, Malachi 3, there's no threats there. It says, if you bring your tithes into the house of the Lord, I will open the floodgates of heaven. So it doesn't really.
No, it does. It does. It says that you are robbing me, the whole of you. Ne? You are robbing me in tithe and offering. So says the Lord. It does say, if you do not, then your crops will wither, the enemy will come through, and the Lord will allow all of these things to happen. So you are cursed, the whole of you, because you are robbing me in tithe and offering. So there is a threat in that scripture also.
It's not a curse, Banele. It's tithes is like you. What's this word in English? It's you bearing your 90%. It's covering, guys. It's you covering or protecting your 90%. Because the world is spiritual, right?
Sure.
Like you said, even there's things that come and eat food, whatnot. So you are protecting your 90%.
Nice one.
Such things. So if you don't pay your tithes, you will lose money, Jay. People will come and scam you, and you will be easily scammed, because there's nothing that is protecting you.
Yeah, but what if I don't believe in that?
So like guna machita lana that like the mafia, where you pay protection fee.
Yeah.
Because if you don't pay protection fee, there's gonna be criminals that are gonna come through, rob your store. So now lana we paying for protection fee from the spiritual, and God is the protector. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
No, but we'll talk about this another day. But I like this. I like this. But in this case I disagree. I don't think God says silver and gold is mine. Ne? But we'll talk about this another time. But yeah, that's my hot take, guys, for this morning.
Eye opening. Yeah, man. On a Thursday, plus a spiritual alignment Thursdays.
I forgot, man. I have mine for tomorrow. I forgot mine.
But yeah, let's get into prime man. Perimenopause.
The menopause is prime.
So, Nommy, for someone who is listening, I know they might be asking themselves, perimenopause, what are the guys talking about? How to tell the differences, the diagnosis and everything. Can you please just take us through everything that entails perimenopause?
Yes, absolutely. And we couldn't have chosen a better topic, considering the fact that it's Women's Month. And how many times have you heard people at work, maybe your male colleagues, saying to your female colleagues, I went with menopause. So today we are here to clear the air of what exactly is menopause. But before you get into the stage of menopause, you start with perimenopause. Now, what exactly is a perimenopause? It's a transitional phase leading up to menopause, during which your ovaries gradually produce less estrogen and progesterone. It can begin several years before menopause. So it's not really a menopause, but it's a stage leading to a menopause, often during a woman's 40s, although some experience it much earlier. As hormones fluctuate unpredictably, menstrual cycles may become irregular, with periods arriving closer together rather or further apart, heavier or lighter than usual. Women may also experience hot flushes, night sweats, mood swings, anxiety, sleep disturbances, brain fog, reduced fertility, and changes in your libido. So, after perimenopause, you then get into menopause. What exactly is a menopause? Menopause is officially diagnosed after 12 consecutive months without a menstrual period and marks the end of natural reproductive function. So, you can't have kids after you've reached that stage. At this stage, the ovaries have largely stopped releasing eggs and producing significant amounts of reproductive hormones, while hormone levels generally stabilize at lower levels. Symptoms such as hot flushes, vaginal dryness, and sleep disturbances may continue. So how do you tell the difference? Because people often confuse perimenopause and menopause. So the clearest distinction lies in menstrual patterns. Perimenopause is characterized by ongoing but irregular periods caused by fluctuating hormone levels, while menopause is confirmed only when menstruals or menstruation has stopped completely for a full year. Although many symptoms may overlap, tracking changes in the menstrual cycle remains the most reliable indicator of which stage a woman is experiencing. Now, there's diagnosis and there's management. Healthcare providers may use menstrual history, symptom patterns, and, when necessary, hormone testing to determine a woman's stage of the menopause transition. Management options include regular exercise, a balanced diet, stress reduction, adequate sleep, hormone replacement therapy, and non-hormonal treatments that can help manage symptoms and improve the quality of life. So do make sure, Wusi, if you are approaching your 40s, you stick to apps like AboFlow to help you be able to monitor your monthlies. And if you are seeing Uguti, there's a difference. There's hot flashes, night sweats, mood changes, and all of that. Do make sure that you have it checked out. But if you have not gone onto your monthlies for 4 consecutive 12 months, which is a year, then do make sure that you visit your nearest healthcare provider, because that might be menopause.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. It's very, very interesting. So there's period, and then there's menopause, right?
Yeah.
So someone
pre is just you getting closer.
So that's like what, in your 30s or so?
Late 30s,
That's
maybe.
like in your 40s.
Mid to late 30s. I'm thinking like
No, guys.
Yeah, we're assuming.
In your
We're
40s
just
is pre. 40s is your pre, and then like my 40s, mid 40s to your 50s is the stage in menopause.
But ET perimenopause commonly occurs in the 40s.
No, I see what you're saying.
So pre, it means it's pre or 40s.
Yeah, because with pre, there's no noticeable changes, but it could just be
from time to time,
your mood changes and all of that, right?
Yeah. But hormones start to shift. Yeah, very interesting. Very, very, very interesting stuff. Do you have menopause, Mo?
I want to do one.
No, I don't.
You want to do one?
So when it comes to like periods and stuff, you know how women take these contraceptives and it prevents them from going on their periods, and some of them say it's because of the period pains are too intense. That's the reason why they go on these contraceptives. But because menopause, if it's 12 months or more consecutively with no menstruation, where it's just natural, right? Do you then think by not going on your periods, and as a young woman, that does not even alter your mood state as a result? Because I don't know, because you're disturbing a natural cycle, something that should happen.
Remember, menopause, right? It's 1 year and you haven't been on contraceptives. You've just been your normal person. You haven't been taking any other medication that could stop your periods. And also, that's not the only indicator. So when you start experiencing hot flushes, especially at night, changes in your libido and stuff like that, then that's when it becomes a problem.
Okay, so in essence, a young woman that takes these contraceptives that don't make them go on their periods, there's no imbalance that happens as a result of that?
That might be, because this thing alters your periods, but it doesn't really. I wouldn't say it brings you to a menopause stage earlier than you should. No.
Okay. So when it comes to, I don't know, support, like you mentioned, going to the clinic, but in terms of, let's say, partners and, people that are close. So for someone that's probably going through peri or you're in menopause, is there any form of, support that one should understand? Because one thing I've heard, I don't know if it's true, with menopause, obviously the interest of engaging in activities sort of declines as a result of that. So in terms of then, support and all of that, is there anything that, we as men can do in terms of supporting one, especially when they're going through perimenopause or menopause as a result?
Absolutely. I would say patience, number one, because remember, as a woman, you go through so many stages and your body changes. You're also not familiar with what's going on. So the mood swings through those things, patience and kindness, maybe. As much support as you could give, because people experience these things differently. But what I've noticed is that growing up, you'd see your grandparents sleeping in different beds or different rooms. Now, it's starting to make sense, because you're sweating a lot at night, you're having these hot flashes, you really don't want someone next to you. So I would just say understanding, patience, a bit of kindness, and also just being present for them when they are going through, this whole thing. Because I know with some people, especially in the workplace, you have people saying, "Oh, it's too hot, let's put the aircon on," and then other people are like, "No, it's too cold," all of that. So it's just compromise here and there, because it just changes. You can't even explain it yourself.
So then, because earlier when we were talking all things the Bible, so obviously Sarah did not go through, or I don't know, she went through this, but still had Isaac as a result. So I guess some of these things are not written in stone, right?
I don't think they went through these things. Remember, those people were very healthy. It is they for no menopause. Contributing factors are also the food that we eat nowadays, the medication that we take. So to correct my points earlier on, I do think maybe, being on contraceptives for prolonged periods could also affect your hormones. So back in the day, remember, God doesn't create into for no reason. That's why he says in the Bible, "My children are perishing due to lack of knowledge." It's because he created plants, he created trees, and he knew exactly. In winter, you will see oranges because he knows you need those vitamins. For every season, there's a certain fruit, a certain veg that comes up because you need that for that particular season. So during the times of the Bible or medieval times, they would use nature, and they ate food that was good for their bodies. So that's why they were able to live up, like life expectancy was 100 and something years, 105 years. Some of them would still give birth
in the three digits. Yeah,
so Abu Elizabeth and Zachariah got their first child at 100 and something, so they're very old. So I don't think they had these things. These things are caused by medication, the food that we eat, exposure to all these, radiation, all these things that are affecting our hormones, and then our body starts changing.
Yeah, no, well said. Thank you so much, Nommy. So as men, we've learned, let's be patient, right? But layer of sleeping in separate bedrooms, I don't know about that.
Guys, it goes back to the my hot take a couple of weeks ago. I still don't think that married couples are meant to live together all day, every day for the rest of their lives.
Support people with menopause. They need to support us when we do vasectomy.
Imagine and your partner, you in one bed, and she's having these hot flashes, and she's like, "I need the fan right now. It has to be on." She puts the fan, and you are freezing,
bro.
obviously that's gonna cause some sort of like friction or an argument between you guys, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's why our grandparents were like, no, it's fine. Once you hit 50 by separate rooms or separate beds. There's a show, My Brother's Keeper. They have different beds as well, but they share a same bedroom. So I think it's because of such things.
You guys have single beds in the bedroom.
Yeah, they become roommates.
That's a guest house.
It's funny. It's funny.
But yeah, interesting, and of course our time of has come, and I see Cat Books came through. Are Dumelang Vooka Nation. Good morning, Cat. Hope you're doing good on this beautiful Thursday morning. Or maybe I'm different. This thing doesn't apply to me. I also have a blanket approach by healthcare. I started my periods at 19. When I was 22 to 23, I didn't have periods in months. Then I started again. Last year, they stopped again. I went to test as they suspected early menopause for my age, and they didn't find anything. That's why we were bringing this education forth, so that we can all learn about the new term, or perimenopause, right? And how to tell the difference. I hope that you guys got the difference and you learned. It is 1 minute after the hour 10 o'clock, and this is where we are going to say goodbye to you, and we're going to see you same time, same place tomorrow morning. And thank you so much, Nommy, for being with us till we see each other. Have a nice, beautiful day ahead of you.
Thank you very much, and goodbye, everybody. Toodaloo.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, guys. Bye.
From us, the team, till we see each other. You have lots.
Hey, Dumfundo. Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Bye.
All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow morning, and have a beautiful Thursday morning. Bye, and enjoy your
YouTube. Bye.
Just because